Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of DnD Cross. I have done a decent amount of work off cam here, and as you can see, this is what we did last episode over here. And, oh, goodbye white concrete. Turned out pretty well. It's posted on Reddit if y'all want to go ahead and check it out, and along with the bridge there as well, back to our starter village. And this is what I have done. If you guys remember in the last episode, there was a bunch of acacia trees here and everything like that. But I went ahead and decided to make this the center of the world, I do believe is what we're going to call it. And this is where I have spent about, I don't know, 5-6 hours making 8 different religions, all unique, all with different skills and different ways of going about attaining them, along with different how long you have to pray at them, um, pros and cons of each one. It's taken me a very long time, as well as in my creative world that I do, testing out concepts and whatnot for this. I made designs for each and every one of them of different churches that we could put around the map, in different towns and whatnot. However, this is going to be the only city in the game that allows open praying, meaning that there will be a church of every single different kind here, and with that, it would draw in a very large crowd of people. So we have an entire island here that we need to turn into a city. This is going to be the biggest project I have ever done in Minecraft. But let me show you my plans here. I marked it all out. I wrote it all down. We've kind of got the room for it in white concrete, and this is going to be not made out of white concrete. It'll probably be stone brick and whatnot, for the streets, and then the homes will all be unique. The homes will all be unique and not all prosperous. So we have a shop section here. This is what people are going to see when they first walk into the city or walk out of the city, as well as it's going to be right next to the bandit camp, hence the reason the bandit camp might be set up there. It's going to be like your weapons, armor, food, things that might draw in crowds of people. And then we have a second section for shops here, dedicated to things that maybe only the city sells or things that the city considers delicacies. And then, oh my gosh, this weather is being uncooperative as heck. So then we have over here, we have where all the homes will be. And I haven't decided yet if I want to make the port of the city over here, or I'm thinking I might make it over here. I think it makes more sense to put it over here. You'd want them far away from this area, just in case someone were to try and raid it. And it'd also be closer to the shop, so it's probably smarter to put it over here. It'd also be closer to the villages, so since or not the villages, the homes, so all the workers that work here would have a shorter commute. But then over here, there's literally half the island we're going to turn into a church hub. So I haven't decided yet if I want to make individual churches around the map with ways in and maybe like a bazaar in the center or something, or one massive building dedicated to all of them. And the way that the gods of or I guess, so we're doing gods, not different religions, I guess. It's all different gods. And all of the gods come from the creator of the earth. And that creator of the earth gave his power to these different gods, who then shared their power with their sons or daughters, again intertwined. And I went all out on these religion or gods. They took me a long time. So I think that this might be. I really want to make it one building, but we'll see how plausible that is when I actually make it. because we have 8 different gods here. Let me check real quick. So we have 8 different gods, and each god has 5 or 6 children, and each one of those children give different buffs or debuffs. So it would just be a lot of different rooms in one area. So we're not going to work on that today. The church might be maybe not the last thing we do, but I definitely want to work on some concepts and whatnot. And I think that once we get some of this other stuff figured out, and we might work on some of the houses today, or maybe the port. Maybe we should work on the port today. I don't know. I'm sure you guys will see in the time lapse what I decide to do. But the more of this that we get figured out in one style, it might make this a little bit more clear as to how we want to do it. So this might be one of the last things we do, and it also might take up a few episodes just because it is so massive. So give me a little bit to figure out what I want to do, and then we are going to jump directly into a time lapse of that, and then we'll come back at the end of the episode and we'll walk through it together, what we've done. All right, so I hope you guys enjoy the time lapse. Let me know what you think of this idea. It's kind of on a whim here, but we do need a center hub. I've kind of been making the campaign a little bit just like as we go along, and this is needed. So as much of a pain in the butt these next couple of weeks are of me making this, I hope you guys do enjoy it, and I do enjoy your feedback. So please leave feedback on the video, ideas, I mean, heck, even concepts if you guys want to go as far as that. So again, let's hop into the time lapse, and I hope you guys enjoy. welcome back, guys. This has probably been like 4 minutes-ish for you guys, and like 3 days for me. This has been one heck of a learning experience for me. I don't do roofs, and I never have. And with that, interiors of buildings, which I did not do mostly, in the time lapse, just because I was hiding some stuff in the buildings, and also it was kind of hard to record in there. So I went ahead and did some of this stuff off of cam here too. Got a little pier here that you can't really walk into, and then made some houses. So I think we're just gonna go down the line, explore the inside of the houses together, and we're not gonna do an ending cinematic just because I don't think it would be very beneficial yet. But so we've got a nice simple house here. We can put a couple villagers here. I don't know if they're gonna sell things, or maybe they'll. I was thinking about making them maybe the ambassadors of this camp over here, because if this area is gonna be where all of the gods can come together, and this is the only place in the world where all the gods come together, then we can't really have this be a hostile camp. Um, at least not hostile towards everybody, because it wouldn't really make sense. So might be the ambassadors of that camp and their god. And so that's that building. Pretty simple, pretty easy. And then we move on to a little bit larger of a building here. And I kind of thought it was funny. Like, this is like a beginner house, an intermediate house, and then a more advanced house over here. But I tried really hard on that one. I made that today, right before I'm recording this, and I tried really hard. But then we have on the inside of here, we've got a couple more places for shops, and I think that's about it, just a couple more. We have some hidden lighting up here, looks like little pipes, and then we have our lanterns. Then we've got some hidden lighting down under the carpets as well. So, yeah, that's that building. And let me know, guys, what should I sell in these? Again, we're right next to a pier, so it makes sense to have food in there, is my thought. But if you guys have better ideas, do let me know. What is that? Oh, it looked like it was gone. Okay, and now we have our advanced building here with some nice roofs. These took me a while to make, but they were actually kind of fun to make. The first one is always the hardest, because you have to, like, design, or you have to figure out how pitched you want the roof to be, and then where you want your little cutout to be. I don't know what these are called. Um, not the slightest clue. But then the second one, you just kind of mimic it, and then you kind of have to reverse it, because these are not even, in case you can't tell. Hopefully that doesn't bother you guys. They're even to the center of the building, but not to each other. I think it just makes it look a little bit wider. And then we also have some nice windows here. And I actually think that these prismarine blocks fit really well into the build, because this area we're going for more of like a green vibe here, as you can see with our lanterns. And then, okay, so anyways, so we have like a nice green hue here and green on the inside as well. And then we have more shops here, more shops here. And if we run all the way up here, we've got more space up here. And not all of these guys might sell things. Some of them might give information, or maybe they're off duty. But then we have, this is where the pitches are, so you can't really get to them. There's the other one. And yeah, that is this third building. These took a lot of time to come together. They were not easy to do, but they definitely are. They were fun, don't get me wrong, but they were one heck of a learning experience for me. So, yeah, and then if we come over here, this is where we have yet to do more at. But this village will not village, it's not a village. Every other one has been a village. This is a town, a city. This is a city. Don't get it wrong. Anyways, so that has been those. And then we have these kind of little cutouts here in between dark dank alleys, and then over here, this is where our next road is going to be, and that will be kind of the back facing of these. So these are all going to be shops or maybe some people might sell information to you. So we'll make these alleyways a little bit less bland in the future, but I want to get the other side figured out first. That way we have a know-how of how much room we have back there. What else? I had to if you might notice on the time lapse, this was a lot further out here. I had to push it back with the voxel sniper and then fill in the water. Oh, I never want to have to move water around ever again. Holy crap, was that some work? But that is all I have to show you for now. Oh, ooh, one more thing. This is really minuscule. If it's daytime, these actually turn off. So they won't be in use during the day. And I think, like, honestly, if you walk into this day or night, and usually I do my cinematics at night because I think the lights really affect the build. But honestly, if you walk into this during the day, God, it still looks fantastic. It still looks fantastic, and that's how you know a build is good. That is how you know. I feel like I should switch this. Oh, ooh, okay, hang on. We're gonna do one thing together here. Let's put a line of prismarine here. Maybe with some cobble stone walls here. Okay. We'll do that, and then maybe we get rid of these and add a little bit of depth to this. How do we like that? Not bad. Oh, man. You guys are probably real pissed at me for this, too, huh? We'll do this together, because we don't actually do a lot of building together in the series, weirdly enough. It's all time lapses. But, okay. That looks a little bit better. Maybe I might fix some of these off of camera because this is looking a little bland, and you know, with this one overshadowing it, like this house is huge. Okay, like if you so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 on either side with a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pitch, or not pitch, like in between this little inner rack here. Is that 25 blocks wide? And then I think it's like 15 blocks tall or something like that. So 25 by 15. This is not a small build, but it just looks so small compared to this one. Well, I am really proud of this build, so let me know what you guys think if you guys have any feedback for me on that. But that is gonna do it for today's episode, and I think in the next episode we're gonna go ahead and toss this around this way. Probably bring it up to here, and then we'll go up this way with it as well, and then build a couple more, and see where we go from there. It depends how much time we have in the next video, but that is the goal for that, and I think, I don't know, so my initial thought process was to make these houses get a little bit more and more rich as they kind of come in. And so, like, houses around this area are going to be a lot more rich and look more fancy than houses over here. Again, and then, like, same with over here where we have just, like, our regular homes with people and not a lot of jobs going on. It might be a little bit more poor, and we might have more houses that are a little bit smaller, like that one, pitched around here. But we'll have to see. So my thought is that we're going to do this side probably up to here, and then we'll turn around and come do this side. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think of the ideas and the builds themselves. I will be posting another cinematic, not a cinematic, probably a picture on Reddit. Oh boy, we were lagging out. A cinematic on, not a cinematic, I gotta stop saying it. Gotta stop saying it. An image on Reddit. So if you guys are interested in supporting me on Reddit, I'll leave a link in the description. And until next time, guys. Oh, I will see you when I see you. Peace, peace.